Hello and welcome back to Third Days Total War Divide and Conquer, where we continue with the Angmar campaign. Where we left off, we had taken... Oh no we hadn't. We have defeated two of these smaller armies protecting Irui, with the three full stacks you see before you, besieging Irui currently. We must prepare an attack upon Aknodiorn, and also an attack upon Karas Galathon at the same time to prevent any kind of Last Stand script appearing. Erebor has come closer to victory. I've done the counting and they have 28 regions. So they only need now 2 more regions and the game is theirs. And they'll be known as the overlords of this world. The true rulers. Unfortunately we can't do much with the army at Khazad-dûm East. This army here we can move out, but a plague is currently spreading across the people of Lim here. So I'm more than happy to wait and see if Rohan can reclaim the settlement. So we end the turn. I've also prepared a 4th army in the north. So we have a total of 6 armies. One led by Agandawa and Hunvorn, another with Morholt and Drangu, and the other 4 more led by Orc generals I continuously forget the names of. I believe one of them is Skog. Yes, we are coming very close to the end of this campaign, and I'm recording this at the same time as I did part 32, as to be honest, I would like to try and get the rest of these recorded beforehand. So I'll probably get this and maybe another video recorded today, but they'll be coming out Tuesday and Wednesday respectively, if there are to be 2 more videos. I'm not sure how much longer this campaign will last before it just loses its potency, because I feel once Erebor's hit their victory conditions, there's not much left that can be done for this campaign. We've hit all of the victory conditions that I set all that time ago, and other than that, there's very little left. The Lords of Dol Guldur are no more, so Shadow of Mirkwood ceases to exist. Yeah, let's look at that. Erebor has become the strongest faction in the game, uncontested. But now, it's time to spin the wheel of fate. As I move Morholt, we must ask ourselves all the question. Who will stand with me, and who will stand with Erebor? Will the elves forsake our long alliance? Or will they stand strong with us? The choice is theirs to make. As I prepare an army of nothing more but pure elites, the greatest of our kind, a 7th army, Tugor. If the elves are to betray us, this army of Tugor will be the first to bring them down. But if they side with us, then I will simply ask for military access with the elves. Searching for a diplomat.
At your service, yes, my lord. Without question, my lord. Continuing tomorrow, stopping here.
Okay, we've got more trolls, so I'm going to take out a unit of...
No sleeping here.
what to do. Actually no, take out both Scourge Raiders. They're good, we've got plenty of armor piercing, and take the swordsmen and the cave trolls with you. And you shall be the army that attacks Aknodiorn. The elves have put up a good fight, but this war is ours.
No sleeping here. I will only address you in battle.
I will slowly bring down this area. They really are not losing much, so I'm more than willing to wait before bringing them down. final battle with the elves will be at Karas Galathon, one way or another. The dwarves have left some things behind, but it seems they've taken 1 or 2 units away from Limhir. Strange. As the elves start bringing up small reinforcements in an attempt to protect Irui. Foolishness. A foolish act done by foolish people, by a foolish race. I think the next campaign we do will not be a total war campaign. I think we'll go back to the preset alliances and enemies that the game starts with. But mainly because, as has been shown here, the dwarves just scale out of control when they're allowed to fight against both and they're allowed to fight against Dale. Because they're already strong, but the extra strength they get for claiming their regions sends them scaling out of control. And we are bankrupt again, reaching bankruptcy again. That was far too fast. Now leave them units at Dane's halls. It's time. Time to see if my current fears of if Woodland Realm would side with us or the dwarves to come true.
Kill them all! Destroy them! Is that what you want?
Our alliance with Gondor has faltered, as has that of the Woodland Realm. A shame. I was hoping the Woodland Realm would have sided with us. It is sad to see them go. Yeah, they say the balance of power is like that, but I'm no fool. Look at that. Look at that. And that's just a second tier unit. None of my units have those kinds of stats. That's ridiculous. Iron Guard, and then there's just the standard Everwhite infantry. That is a massive leap up. Additional 4 in attack, but doubling their defense. And that's doubling every stat as well. Armor, defense, and shield. That's ridiculous. Oh well. And we lost 2,000 just from the trade rights that we once had with... Oh dear.
Get ready for fighting.
Yeah. I've accepted this campaign is coming to an end very shortly. The whole point of this Angmar campaign was to just basically claim the mountains, defeat the dwarves of Khazad-dûm and the Woodland Realm. Not the Woodland Realm, the elves of Lorien. I was never going to be able to actually make this campaign go the long distance. Because I've played as Angmar so many times, after a while, just seeing their roster and playing as them, it is always fun. It is always fun. But it's just going to be exactly the same all the time. Because these are our elites. They're not going to get any better. They're not going to get any worse. But the elven nations, they're just going to get stronger. The dwarves are already more than enough to conquer the rest of the world. All we're doing now is trying to slow them down from world domination. But even that might not be enough. We're building a battering ram. Next turn we'll attack them. In fact, oh, we would have got 2 battering rams. Okay. We could attack these small armies here. Elbreth Guard, another unit of Elbreth Guard, and Sentinels of Karen Amroth. So no archers. I've never seen an elven army to never consist of archers, no matter how small it was. I'm just gonna auto it. Okay, that's stupid. I would never lose that much. So who's the one that took the most damage? Which realm marauders? Oh no. Rudar archers, which realm units? they would never take that much damage. Against one unit of Elbreth Guard, they would not take that much damage. That's stupid. You know, I'm not even going to fight them. I'm not even going to bother fighting them, because that's just wasting time. Where I could be doing even bigger things. But that's ridiculous. Yes, an Elbreth Guard unit is strong, but when you have a unit of Ballista, along with everything else, they will not cause that much damage. That just shows how stupid the auto-resolve is in this game. It really is just terrible. And the worst thing is, the Dwarven nations are even stronger in the auto-resolve than they are in an actual fight against me. Oh, you want a ceasefire? Too bad. I know what you're after. If I seek peace with you, you'll be that bit closer to world domination. No. If you want world domination, you're gonna have to beat me for it first. Because now all bets are off. The gloves are off. No more Mr. Nice Orc. We shall rule this world, or I shall watch it all burn before me. If they want to win this war, they'll need to do better than bargain. The might of Angmar and the mountains themselves will come upon you, and you will not survive this war if you do not know how to stand against us. A noble gift. Thank you, Sauron.
Get ready, come and get me, coward.
I have no time for paltry units.
Completed an objective. Kill them all.
Good, factions like us. Miffelberg has been upgraded. Now, I'm expecting the elves to immediately come to attack us, but with our previous history, they may falter in their task. Even the dwarves didn't want war with us. If that's the case, the elves might not even attempt to attack us. Well, what am I kidding? I'm coming for them. As much as it was nice to work with the elves while I did, to be honest, I made the mistake giving them a nod and arm with the board. I could have taken the dwarves then and there. What? Ah, no. That's just me trying to sound tough now. Nah. That's me joking on the highest level. If I didn't do everything I did, the results show. The results are clear. There's nothing I would have done. There's nothing I could have done that would have saved me from the Wood Elves. They would have gone straight to war with me. So I'm going to prepare several armies to attack them. But first, Lorien is the first thing to worry about.
No sleeping here.
I could send Skog down, actually.
Get ready for fighting. Listen up.
Yeah, Skog's army is more fitted for
Objective complete.
longer battles. Oh, now the army's taking some heavy casualties, it seems.
Listen up.
Have him sit next to
Get ready.
Lagrats.
No sleeping here. I will only address you in battle.
Or get some more sellswords if you wanted.
Attack.
Lofar and Dirin. Oh, why do I have to have ballista? Okay, bring some more stuff to me. Come on, I can take it.
Ready.
We need only claim another 11 regions, and we might actually achieve world domination before them. Before anyone else.
Listen up. We have completed an objective.
Oh, I've got sneezes on again.
Objective complete.
The army's being forged. However, I want to try and avoid them and go straight for Erebor. But that's not going to happen, is it? No, that's not going to happen at all. I'm going to have to wait to see if the elves come for us. Simple as that. Let's get some more units ready and prepared. As noble as these elves are, it won't take them long to get on their bad side. And seeing they have no one else to attack, seeing they chose Erebor. They're going to come for us. Gondor, I couldn't care less about. They're too busy in the south. That's why they made peace with Isengard and Rohan. And they made allies with each other. And the campaign's come this far. It's all or nothing. Can't take risks anymore. That's how this campaign will lead to its end. Kyle is under attack. But by what? Oh, yeah. I have the Ardenheim or... Wait, Kyle. Who would attack Kyle? Surely the Variags of Kand haven't managed to move up that far. That'd be ridiculous. Goberdrine is upgraded. At least we managed to upgrade Goberdrine before the end. Bayon's Hall's got the Merchant's Wharf, and we're making the same amount of money. We're not making any more than what we did before. That's because we've got several other units out and about. Anything I can do? War between Isengard and Imladris, that was expected. We have another spy at Bayon's Halls. That looks more like a human, a female, than an actual orc.
I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck.
I'd like to see you try. I'd like to see you reach. No, that'd be more of an insult that a man or an elf would say, not an orc. Orcs are known to be quite slouched and small, same size as dwarves actually. What the hell happened to Litash? There's more snagger if you're really that impatient about it. Why? What happened to you? What did I give you? Oh, the population. That's a lot of squalor, yeah. Yeah, that's just what happens when you've got so much population. You can't keep it under wraps. And that's kind of a way why you should always try and exterminate the populace of new regions that the orcs take. Because they just can't hold it. They just don't have any way of holding the region. Oh well. Oh well. Continue to act on the Orn. Book. Prepare to besiege Karas Galathon. There's no way you'll survive. No way. But you can at least try and scare them into submission. Yeah, this army took too much damage from that attack. That was ridiculous. I'm so annoyed by that.
Get ready for fighting. Kill them all.
Actually, no. If I can keep Durham out of this, I'm just going to fight now. Because if we don't, we could risk losing everything. Actually, no. Take this out at night first. Because whenever you accept a night battle, everything slows down. So always make sure you come out of that before you start saving and checking things. So we fight. It was a great battle. Tall men with long swords and terrible elves and orcs. Oh, it's the Smeagol's quote again. Okay, now it's time. No, I'm not going to try and do it. My throat's still sore as hell. It's going to end up sounding more like a dying beggar than a Smeagol voice. Also, I've seen a new Lord of the Rings game they're bringing out on Steam. It's the Lord of the Rings, the living card game. So this is what a Northmen's village large city looks like. I like it. I like it a lot. been a while since this army's moved out. Morholt's actually, his actually gone grey a bit. Actually gone a bit grey, nice. Yeah, there's not really much we need to worry about in here. Apart from obviously the Iron Guard. In fact, leave the Gundenberg Guard behind on this one. Let the Scourge Raiders be the ones to deal with the death blows here. The killing blows, sorry, not the death blows. Different game. Oh wait, more trolls. I forgot how good this army was. It's been housed up in that fort for so long. It's been so long. Drango, Morholt. And first, I believe this will probably be the last fight with Morholt. Let's begin. Demolish that gate. Look at those dwarves. They can barely see us through the top of those walls. And those oh yeah, this is the actual medieval look. That's why it's got those crosses on them, because these aren't unique battle maps, unique to Lord of the Rings or Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer. These are buildings from Med 2. That's why it's got the nice Christian crosses on them. Yeah, it's not often you get to see large cities like this anymore. And the rest of the Scourge Raiders up. Move up Drango along them. Some cave trolls. This is going to be the very last fight with characters like Drango and Morholt, and it will be a battle to remember. They will go out in glory. And there's a fly now flying around my room, so I'm getting slowly more annoyed at that. If anyone can hear any of that kind of buzzing in the background, I do apologise. I keep trying to get those flies, but there's no point risking trying to kill it if it's just going to keep making noise. Well, if I'm because I might accidentally nudge something. Last thing I want to do is make a mess over a bloody fly. Here we go. Perfect timing. Haven't seen that in a while. Charge in, all of you. Some of you trying up on the walls and deal with those king's axes. I'm going to murder that fly once this video's done. I'm going to catch it in my hand and squish it. I do apologise for my slight increase in vulgarness. I unfortunately I just hate flies. I really do hate flies. There's always there, ever present, just to annoy you. My dog doesn't like them either.
If we continue like this,
And the second one's just entered the room. Yay! Gonna be one of those days, isn't it? You know, the King's Axes are pretty strong. These are some of their more elite units that are defending here. However, elite as they are, they're still pretty strong. Even for how weak or how few units they have left. They're not to be trifled with. Granted, they have no general, so after a while they're gonna die. And with all these Scourge Raiders that frighten nearby enemy infantry and the cave trolls and everything else in between, there's going to be a lot of murder. Send the trolls in. Capture that centre for me. Or die. I care not which. Those stiff-beard scouts. We start sending the orcs inside. Trolls continue their march as the Iron Fist axes come to approach them. These Orocani dwarves are not to be taken lightly, but at the same time they just walked into trolls. So you tell me how you think they'll last. How long you'll think they last? That's it. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say then. I'd say they lasted 10 seconds in speeded up time. So 20 seconds against 60 trolls. It's pretty good. But not good enough, unfortunately. Move your stinking hides. Very ready. There goes the general. He did. But it's okay. He'll be joined by the rest of them soon enough. What infantry are coming our way. Let's take some of the trolls back to deal with them. And these Iron Guard. They are persistent, I'll give them that. But against these numbers they never had a chance. They're simply too overwhelming, even for these dwarves. Now it's just a matter of how long it will take before the timer goes down. Well, not how long the timer will go down, it's how long the dwarves can last before the timer... Would it be before the timer reaches, or will they all die before then? So these Scourge Raiders are beating down some Iron Guard quite nicely. I'd say they're doing pretty well. And half of them remain. Beautiful. It just shows the effectiveness of orcs when led by a proper general. Wow, Airborne Infantry actually managed to kill a troll. Good for them. Good for them. Let's find out if he gets healed or not. There's Iron Guard up there remain. In fact, no, first only got Locke's morale as well. Middle tier unit. Middle tier unit. Oh wait, no. I think they're middle tier. They may be late tier. I may just be over exaggerating how good the Iron Guard are. I think they are an elite tier. I think they may actually be elite tier. Because yeah, if they've got Locke's morale, they can't be an early barracks event tier unit. That doesn't make them too strong. Now I think there's the King's Warriors, the King's Crossbows, and the King's Axes before it becomes the Iron Guard. Okay, I remembered now. I do forget things. This is human nature. But they are all dead now. Dead or fleeing. It matters to me not which. As long as Drango doesn't die here, I don't really care. Can we look at this? Our general stats are 13 and 22. That's 13 and 32. Massive leap. But say how many of them there are compared to how many the Angmar bodyguard there are. Victory is ours. Fealty with love, valor with honor, disloyalty with vengeance. I know it says oath breaking, I just want to say disloyalty because that's how it's said in the film. So yeah, back to what I was talking about, the living card game for Lord of the Rings. I might be tempted to buy it. However, there are several tiers of things you get. There's like the Shire Founder Pack, there's the Steward's Gondor, Steward Founder Pack, Mithril Founder Pack. I think there's another before Mithril. Because obviously when someone talks about Mithril, it's obviously the best of the best when it comes to Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I might buy that and we might get to show that off a bit. However, that's in the future. Right now I need to focus on the present. And right now we just took Lim here. And that's one region, the elves... Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, all these buildings are still weak, so... Or broken, so that might explain why we're not making any money here. The Master Gwythian and Ilithian we could just demolish. We don't need that. That does nothing for us. Now there's cattle farming, we can't demolish that. That's something only Northmen can use, I'm fairly certain. Northmen and maybe Wildmen. We get a prison complex, Chieftain's Hall. I think I'm going to want a Shrine of Melkor, so we can start getting those units that we've got in our army to be recruited, which means they can be in free upkeep. We've reached Fangorn. The dwarves don't really like us anymore. Oh well, they never liked us in the first place. So we're now making up to 4,000 a turn again. Excellent. But what do we make, and where is the best place to make it? Hunting Lodge in Khazad-dûm. The more money it can make, the better. It's already got a massive increase in its farming potential. And I think I'm going to get rid of the Mithril mining. The Mithril mines. Just because of the fact that we need that immediate money. This campaign's coming to an end rather quickly. So the quicker we can make things, even though we're now losing an extra 800 a turn, it's worth it. It's so worth it if it means we can win this campaign. Because that extra money means you can make more elites. You can get even more elites. You get the Beast Breeder, I guess. Latashu needs some public order, get the garrison quarters. Kharndûm, you can't get anything. Well, you can, you get Scourge Raiders, but why get Scourge Raiders when you can get Witch Realm Marauders? That's the question I want to ask. Start getting some more buildings of Gobadrine. You can upgrade Morvatarth. Perfect. I'm still laughing at that. We've got 2 sets of roads in dirt paths in Mengelon. That's hilarious to me. Got the grain exchange. The whole point of Mengelon is just now that it's a region we hold. That's it. That's all there is to it.
No sleeping here.
Things are looking fine and dandy for us. I'm tempted to actually skip right past Arcadion and go straight for Dol Guldur. I really am. So I mean, what's currently holding Dol Guldur? 2 King's Crossbows. 2 King's Crossbows in the face of Skog. You tell me who's going to win that. Yeah, I could focus on Irui once I've dealt with. I could focus on Arcadion once I've dealt with Irui. Zagkala, get some more units for me, would you? You'd be so kind. No, no need for the armor. That's just wasting good money. Grain exchange at Fenberg. Foradrain, you're building the market. Or Fairground, I can't remember what tier that is. Get some cave trolls. Get a draw square, I guess. Have we got that much culture? No. So no point in that then. Get a Shrine of Melkor. And end the turn.
What is it you wish to discuss?
I want to share map information with you. Please don't harm me.
Seems quite loose. Good day to you.
Don't make me have to kill you, Woodland Realm. I liked you. I really did like you. Do not do this to you. Do not attack me, I swear. So, what am I saying? I swear you'll... I swear you'll regret it. Nah. That's not the point. Me and Woodland Realm worked well together in Bayon's halls. You might still remember that. They don't want to go to war with us. I can see it in their eyes. We're being an enemy to Erebor, while they remain an ally. Might just convince them. Again, Gondor is no immediate threat to me. They're not neighbouring me. In fact, we're several, we're an entire river away. Kaelandros has fallen, and they've got their own problems. Oh no, our relationship with the faction that doesn't exist anymore is faltering. Oh no. Can't do much. The storehouse. Yeah, don't really need to bother building anything else in Carndoom. Lim here's got some repairs. It's building the Shrine of Melkor.
Get ready for fighting.
What the hell? I hate when the game does that to me. I really do. It's hard to attack on a plate. That is hard to attack on a plate. You accidentally send your generals so far you can't send them away. Well, his army is almost completely dead. It's their fault, honestly. They could have stopped me, but they didn't, and that's the price for failure. Skog's army isn't the best for defending. Well, actually, no, it's not the best for holding a region that's surrounded by everyone else. It's not strong enough to fight back against the dwarves. But it is strong enough to hold up against literally anything else. Wait. Oh, that's the barracks, isn't it? Okay. I was thinking that's the same design as the Hall of the Seven. I was thinking if they got that kind of building everywhere, well, in a place like that, then I'd say that's the AI cheating, because they can only get that building directly in Erebor, Killik Gathol, the Grey Mountain areas. So up here, the Misty Mountains, I'm fairly certain as well. And that's it, I think. Karas Galafon, you've got a big garrison, haven't you? Well, that's obvious, but how good is it? It's mainly Lorien Warns, but you have got some. Oh yes, the Girtherleg. You know what? I have faith that Ukbuk can deal with you. I have faith in the catapults. Everyone else is so busy at Irui, they completely forgot that I could have attacked them at Karas Galafon at any time. Whatever will they do? Will they protect Irui, or will they protect their capital? I'm fairly certain if I kill their faction leader, and I see no faction heir among them, I'm fairly certain they just lose. And the main reason is because they have no family tree. Lorien is the only elf. No wait, it's one of the elven factions that have no family tree, which makes them so weak to retrocide. But at the same time, you never see the elves suffer from retrocide most of the time, because you never see them die. You never see them get to that point. But I promise you, I promise to give you an entertaining fight. Move that two off. Put his units in with him. Move out the elites from Dane's halls now. Look at that. Just give you a scope of how many trolls we have, how strong this army is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 troll units currently. Currently 7, and that number can only be bolstered with more Witch Realm units. Oh, this is getting. Oh, that army there. This army up here. I might actually attempt to send around and attack Erebor directly. I might do it. but I fear they'll get a last stand script of some description, because it's their capital and all. So I might not. Jeez, those flies are massive. And first turn there's a nice spiderweb somewhere that they can get caught in. So we can only hope that happens. For those that love flies, I'm going to ask, why do you like flies? And then, okay. Yeah, you like flies, but sorry. That fly's going to die after this, one way or another. It's not going to be leaving this room alive. The question is, if I have to move everything out... it's just the fact I'm losing the money is the main thing that annoys me. Yeah, I'll be losing money again. But it means I can move out Agendour again. You know what? I'm going to do it. As I said, throwing all caution to the wind. This campaign's going to come to an end sooner or later. And if we don't start pushing out now and doing something, we're going to lose before we can. We're going to lose before we win. And I refuse to accept that. I refuse to allow Erebor to win this before I can. Even if it means I have to go to war with the faction that I must admit I was hoping to remain an ally with. Oh, but their armies are strong. They have strong armies, and they're bringing them against me right now. I can see it. There's Thranduil. Look at that! That's the most elite woodland scouts unit I've ever seen. And then there's the Hiribeng. Look at those chevrons. That's disgusting. And then there's King Thranduil himself with his Elven King's Guard. Yeah, I'm going to have to send up another army to defend. It'll have to be Margaz. No, it won't be. It'll have to be Lagrats. No, it won't. It'll be whoever of these two survive, or are the strongest out of the two, will be the one that has to defend up in the north again. So seeing that they're actually bringing stuff up to Rakierberg. So start making an army of hillmen to protect us. Yep, even with all the power we had from claiming Khazad-dûm, my greed knows no limits. Go to those goblin band, the archers. The army that's at Zagkala won't change. I think most of the units that are going to be here will never change or be taken out of anywhere else. I can't think of anywhere else where I want to put them anyway, to be rightfully honest with you. What's currently keeping this? Governor's influence is 35%. Let's actually see what... No. Because yeah, the garrison is 40% of that. Without the garrison and the governor's influence, Lim here won't last. So I need to just wait until it has some cultural influence. And it's getting there, Can I move guys out from Foradrain? Oh, it doesn't like that very much. Leave the two other weak units inside. That's good enough for me. Just keep moving things up to Bayon's halls. That's where we're going to make our stand, I feel. It's the best place to make... That's the best place to stand from. Or stand at. Got some Goblin archers we can move over. Yeah, seeing what our spy here... Thank you, Muslaw. Our spy here is seeing exactly what the elves are bringing to us. And Legolas is dead. That's a sad thing to think about. Thranduil left without a son or a wife. How sad. It would be if I cared. But yeah, two Goths' army is going to be needed in the north now. If we can't take out the dwarves, then we'll start fighting against the elves. Bayon's is going to be a massive centre of protect. Going to be a massive place to protect. Fenberg and Foradrain may also be caught in the crossfire, but if we have a big enough army in Bayon's halls, we could actually fight back. And with the with some units that we keep in the forts, just send them in. on a rainy day, I guess. But this is me just strategizing, preparing everything, strategizing, because we do need to do a lot of that now. We're approaching a part of the game that I didn't want to approach if I wasn't ready, and we are ready now more than ever. So we end the turn, besieging Karas Galathon, preparing for the Wooden Realm, moving upon Dol Guldur. If it means I have to demolish every, no, I'll be stupid. I'm gonna stop saying what I was gonna say, so I don't get any ideas, and you guys don't possibly leave a comment saying do this or do that. Oh, so they are going to attack me. Interesting. Well, if they are going to attack me, that must mean they have power. So no. What the hell? What the hell just happened? Why? Why do you not retreat in a way that makes sense, you idiots? Ugh. Actually. Oh no. Okay, okay. Game plan for this battle. We're gonna lose. We're okay with losing. As long as this Lord dies. That is all I'm going to say before we die. Because we're equal on numbers. And even though we've got some trolls and elites and pikemen, they've got quite a few units of archers. And their faction leader is in this mess, so yes. Okay, I've said my piece. Let's get this done. A warlike race of all that would fight fiercely against whoever aggrieved them. Servants of Melkor, or Eldar, or Avari, or wild beasts, or not seldom their own kin. Dwarves of other mansions and lordships. I've no idea who that was mentioning because it didn't really say much. Oh no, we're going to get the lag of the Malorn trees. Uh-oh. We've got catapults, we'll be fine. I say we're going to be fine, but the second we put... Wherever these catapults are going to be, we cannot move them. They take far too long to replenish? No, just to move again. We have no cavalry, so get that... Get the mines... No, not... We have plenty of cavalry, we have no archers. So we cannot... We have to be... So in the defensive mindset, we have to be thinking what is the right thing to do. Unfortunately, this tree cover doesn't really protect us. We can't even hide in it. The axemen join with them. The cave trolls come together. I don't know what side they're going to come from. I need my trolls to go immediately after those Elbreth sentinels. Because if the faction leader dies and they can't give the title over to another general, then that's it, their faction's done for. They're coming from over here, okay. Look at that gold. Beautiful. Try and shoot those Elbreth swordsmen. Pikes down. Everyone, get ready. This is a fight we may not win. Unless we get the most epic shots on the catapults in all history. I mean, I made history in that fight against Khazad-dûm. That is not a good start. That is not a good start at all. You're doing terribly. Come on. You're aiming for the unit in the back, for starters. You're not even aiming at... You can't even hit the units in the front. Okay, that's slightly better. That's better. But not good enough. Come on. I've seen what you can... I've seen what you're capable of. You can do better than this. Take them down. Leave none alive. Take those shots, gun to my guard. You can do it. If anyone can do it, it's you. There they are. Where's the general in all of this? He's in the very back. I can't get close to him without him being able to shoot me. And that will mean he will stop. And the others will not. So we have to hope that those guys will continue to move forward. And the general stops for a second. Even for a brief moment. Oh, there we go. That's a good shot off on them. Let's try and get some more, shall we? They've killed 1%, we've killed 2. Let's get some more good kills here, people. Come on. Oh, not at me. Jeez. Don't hit the camera. Don't want it to crack, do we? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Come on, we can do this. Okay, should not leave my trolls open like that. That's just how they die. And my general is all the way off to the side because I've completely forgot he existed. Have the trolls charge in now. I want my wild Ranians to come back to deal with those scouts. Have the axemen and the others prepare an attack. We've got some good shots off from the catapult. Unfortunately, it's not enough to do lasting damage. Try and have them hit the wardens. That'll get them to do a good few shots maybe. The general's too well hidden behind the rest of his units. But now's this will be the first and last time we get to actually strike at them. Slow things down a bit, so I can micromanage more. The Witch One Marauders deal with those Elbreth swordsmen. Axemen charge the back of the sentinels. Have them charge on the back of the Yvonne's Chosen. And these charge into the flank of the Elbreth swordsmen. We can win. We feel great. We can do this. Trolls are in combat. Good. They're not gonna last. As good as they are, they won't last. I should pick a new target for my catapult, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop before things get bad. Now we've got to turn to the cavalry. They got a good charge off against the Elbreth Sentinels, but they hardly even felt it. That's not good at all. But as long as they don't turn around, we don't care. Oh, but those Warg Riders did a big number on those scouts. That's going to help us win this battle, killing off their horse archers. And Warg Riders are doing that with gusto. Vengeance of the Hills. Charge back into the Elbreth Sentinels. We'll have to keep doing repetitive charges against them, and hope the rest of the units don't come to help them in their endeavours. Here we go, Warg Riders. If there's any time you can do a good charge, it's either now or never. This battle's already taken a massive toll on the trolls. I've been keeping most of the elven infantry out of our reach, which is a very good thing. A very, very good thing. Killed 22% of them. We've only lost 8. Already, that's a massive help for us because the elves already had a number advantage on us, and they had relatively stronger units. The cavalry just fled or died. They fled. Cowards. Either cowards or weaklings. I don't care what they are. pikemen here charge into the... What's there? No, wait. It's the perfect time to get a few more catapult shots off. And the pikes got surround the girth and then. This could either decimate our own units, or with how few of them there are, where were you going? You were going to help the swordsman. Don't do that. Focus the faction leader. We kill him, I mean, they lose all their chances of survival here. Because they'll start routing. Even for elves, not killing it, the death of their faction leader will be too disheartening for them. Let's sweeten the deal, come on. Speed things up again. We're winning for now. Only because the trolls are taking the brunt of the damage for us. That will very quickly change if we can't get a good catapult shot off at them. And this is where I put my faith in the catapults. All of my faith. Wow, they are routing in numbers. But our trolls have reached their limits. Hitting one guy is not acceptable, you know. Yeah, that's the end of our trolls. And the end of our hope in winning this. Easily. We can still win this. We can very easily still win this. But it lives and dies with those elf sentinels. And our general. And a good few catapult. That only killed one? Yeah, you can see why I don't rely on the catapults much. But only in the most dire of times do I rely upon them. It's the most powerful of forces. In the most tricky of battles can I rely on a catapult. They are better as just siege equipment than unit killers in some cases. Because them alone are strong enough to break through. I already forgot what I was going to say. Them alone are a lot stronger than ballista at destroying gates and towers and walls. We can't send our general into the fray, not yet. We need time, and we're not getting enough time. Yeah, that's all our trolls gone. And all their archers are free to attack us again from range. Although they seem to be going into melee, so that's a good thing. Oh no, Elbreth swordsman into our Witch Realm Marauders. Yeah, you can guess who's going to come out of that one alive. But it doesn't matter. As I said, the main objective of this battle is to kill off the Elbreth Sentinels. With them dead, we stand a good chance of victory.
Only half the enemy force
Oh dear. How? And who? Oh. Well, there goes the chance of a catapult shot being able to do much. Sending Lorien sentries into our general. To get him into combat before he... Yeah, we're already starting to lose. With the death of the trolls, the battle was all but guaranteed to be over. But what they did was enough to give me time. However, they started to bring back other units. Wog Riders, distract those wardens. Do not let them get into combat. Yeah. Rudat Axemen, the weakest of our units, have already started routing. Although it wasn't as important as those sentries routing. That was hilarious to look at. And Gundamad Guard, even against this Girthinen, 14 and 16 against 6 and 24. You can guess the Girthinen had a slight advantage just because of their pure weapon skill. Gundamad Guard are good meat shields against the against elven archers. Yes. The enemy general is dead, and with the faction leader gone, The elves' morale is sure to quake. First up the units. There's no point in trying to deal with a unit of sentries with as... Yeah, this battle is a victory, but in the end we did lose an army. We're not going to win this gracefully, unfortunately. Unlike most of our battles, this is the kind of battle what would have happened. It's kind of like battle against Anduin, except we've actually managed to do something useful. Really? It took you this long to figure that out? They've had the advantage since the beginning. They've had the upper hand and the advantage since the very beginning of this battle. It's only at now, when we're currently at our weakest, without our trolls, that they're gaining the advantage. But without their faction leader protecting them, they can't all last forever. At the same time, we're already faltering. Yeah, we're done for. I'm tempted to go out gracefully, but if I need to cut off their captain as well. And where is their captain? That's the general. Where is the captain? Wait. Cut off those Lorien lancers. With him dead, there's no chance of there being a man of the hour. If he somehow becomes a man of the hour, then that's another general, and that general could become a faction leader. Yes! Yes! Okay, okay. Cut our losses and run. And average defeats. The fact we killed the captain and the faction leader in this one battle, it was worth it. For long if he willed, he could still appear noble and beautiful, so as to deceive all but the most wary. Oh yeah, Sauron when he appears in his most fair form, which I've already forgotten the name of. Anatar, that's it, the Lord of Gifts. I really wish they could have incorporated Sauron better in this game. It would have been quite fun to see, or to actually have a campaign where you start with only Sauron. Actually, no. I'm gonna shut up there. That'd be better in a Total War Warhammer situation more than a Third Age Total War situation, because in this game, Sauron actually can break the game, and you can never have Sauron in his own as a unit. He has to be at a minimum of, I think, 6 or 12. Yep. Yes. Though we lost the battle, we just won the war against Lorien. A tactical defeat. Probably the best I'll ever do. And now the elves committed retrocide. I knew it. I knew it. And by killing the possible man of the hour as well, we guaranteed our victory. I knew the fact they had no high march warden as a general, they were going to lose. Lorien has been raised. No, it hasn't. Lorien wanes. Yep, it waned long ago. Oh, now you get to see the design of the original Elbreth guards. Oh, that's beautiful. This is what they originally looked like in Third Age Total War. Didn't even look like the Galafrim from the films. And now the garrison of Irui is sellswords and bandits, and the garrison is Lorien archers and sentries, and this army, all that remains. Yeah, look at those. They looked okay, but not as good as the Elbreth the units did look like. So we defeated Lorien. A noble victory, indeed. And we can secure more lands more freely. And with the death of another army, we got to reclaim some of what we lost. Monetarily wise, we lost a lot. Look at that. There's no trolls left in this army. So if I was to take this army out, put you in. And merge this unit of Gunnerbag Guard with, like, you. There we go. Now then, we want Agendaur's army to take Karasgalaf on. Morholt can continue his... Oh, so we get to have some more fun with Morholt before the end. So Agnodiorn is now being ruled by a few Bjornings were there, or would be there. And we could have immediately auto-resolved this. And you know what? I will. Even though we're going to lose like 1,000. 400. That's not good enough for me. I don't care. We're going to sack it, and Dogaldor is ours. Repair stuff that was there, including the beast training grounds, so we can get trolls almost immediately. In fact, no, we can get them immediately once that building's been rebuilt. And the Shrine of Melkor. We've still got plenty of Melkor Shadow here, but the cultural unrest is the main thing. Really, only 5% squalor and it goes all the way up to there. Oh, look at that mining complex as well. The whole of Arle. Any bugs we can actually get rid of? Nah. Yeah, we're starting to make some more money again. And now we hold Dol Guldur. Skog, conqueror of Dol Guldur. Well done, Skog. Well done. Oh. Oh, that's scary. That's scarier than scary, actually. That's... Yeah, this is what I feared. This is what I feared the elves would do. And Tugoth's army is not going to be strong enough to defeat them either. It's strong. Don't deny it. It is strong. This is the strongest army I've ever made. Barring Agendaur's army, because that has catapults. And there's actually no space for one unit. What unit do we take out? The Guardians? No, we need cavalry. The Guardian, the Guardian unit? The Gunnerbag Guard unit can go. They're good, but the Witch Realm units are just better in most instances. Try them to hold Beorn's halls. So now that this has been changed, Lagrat can more than hold this region on his, more than hold what is here. We'll move Morgaza out now. Go to Zagkala, retrain a few things. In fact, merge the Witch Realm units that are most wounded. There was only that unit, okay. Merge the archers, get rid of the weak unit of archers. Take out the ballista, because they're weak against... Mainly because they're slow, is the main reason I don't want to be using them. They're slow and I can't get them to where I need to be quick enough. I can refill on my siege equipment at Beorn's halls. And even Framsburg, actually. But yep, we've got enough. We've got... We defeated Lorien. We hold 21 regions. 9 regions remain. Iruri and Karasgalafon are 2. Erekan is 3. Agnodiorn is 4. And whatever... And then the rest is up to us, what we take. But it'll be a long time before we can take up, before we can actually keep up everything we're doing. Actually, maybe not. Those small armies are not likely to do much. And that's what the Galafrian March ones actually look like. Neat, it's good to know that. Yeah, I have no idea how long this video has been going on for. We'll end the turn one more time and we'll call it there. It's time we stood up and fought against them. So this video, we've actually done more than I actually anticipated. We've taken the battle to Erebor. We've defeated the elves of the. We've actually managed to kill off the Galafrim by killing off their faction leaders. First Haldir, and then whatever his name was. And there was no one else to take the title, so they lost. They are no more. And that is 3 factions we've killed in this game. No, 4. Technically 4. Because Khazad-dûm is technically a faction we've killed off, but they can't really come to attack us, because if they try, they'll get obliterated by what we have. Oh. Just a nice way to end the video. Why the hell are you a South run for? Lorien, the Elbreth Guard, Sentinels of Keren Amroth, and the Gladfrin March Wardens, back in the day when they actually... Yeah, because they can't actually get partial plate, they just start with that, I'm fairly certain. I don't know. But either way, hope you all enjoyed. Next video will be coming even closer to the end. This campaign has been so much fun, and I know it does pain me to see it come closer to an end. I can't believe how well we've done. I really can't. This one episode alone is probably even better than than the battle at Khazad-dûm. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.